Good morning, students. Okay, today we'll start one more important topic from physical chemistry, surface chemistry. Okay, here in organic chemistry we finished 5 chapters: haloalkanes and haloarenes, alcohols, phenols, ethers. Okay, here carbonyl compound, that is aldehydes, ketones, aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acid. Okay, fourth one amines finish, fifth one polymer finish. 5 chapter finished. Here we have 2 chapters. One is biomolecules and chemistry in everyday life. Chemistry in everyday life. We have only these two are the simple topics. We'll discuss later. 5 to 6 marks from biomolecules, just 4 marks from chemistry in everyday life. All our questions will come from these 5 chapters. One separate organic chemistry part is there in examination. 20 marks. Okay, you have to attempt 4 long questions from organic chemistry. So you more concentrate on these 5 chapters. After that, inorganic chemistry we'll have, okay, here D block elements and F block elements, and here P block elements, and here general principles in metallurgy, okay, coordination chemistry is the biggest topic. P block finished already. Okay. Next, in physical chemistry we have solid state. Okay, here we have solid state, solutions. Okay, solutions, electrochemistry, kinetics, chemical kinetics, and surface chemistry. 5 chapters already. Solution finished. Okay, here 1 or 2 classes, at least 1 or 2 classes required for the solutions chemistry. Okay, we'll see after coming here college offline classes. We'll see that part. Okay, today I want to start the surface chemistry. After the surface chemistry, we'll move into the one more physical finish. Okay, here also long question. From 5 chapters, we should attempt the 4 long questions. Okay, should attempt the 4 here for 20 plus 20, 40 marks. 40 marks here only. Okay, so you are attempt. This is a very important. So 3 here, 3 from here, 4 from here. So concentrate on these topics. Already solutions finished. Okay, then we will start the surface chemistry. Okay, how many finished? 5 plus 1, 6 and 7. 7 finished out of 16. 7 finished. 9 chapters are there. These 2 are small topics. Okay. D block and F block also simple topic and small topic. Okay, we discuss all those topics in continuation. Okay. And one more thing, yesterday NEET exam was finished. In that, nearly 47% first PUC chemistry appeared, and 53% second year chemistry came. That means nearly same, 50-50. So you should concentrate on first PUC chemistry also. It's very important for NEET point of view or any point of view. Okay now? Okay, then I wanted to start the surface chemistry. Okay, the chemistry which is related to surface phenomenon. Surface means, okay, interface of the molecule, external face of the molecule. Okay, here this is the human body. This area we called as surface. Okay, this is the board. This area we called as surface. Okay, this is the wall. This area we called as surface. The chemical reactions which are observed at the surface we called as surface chemical reaction. The chemistry of surface chemical reactions simply called as surface chemistry. Okay, simple example. I wanted to explain the one chemical reaction about the surface chemistry. Okay, simple example. I am giving live example. When you are moving to the outside, okay, your face becomes dirty. Okay, you roam outside for 1 hour or 2 hours, your face becomes dirty. Okay, after the moving home, you take the one tissue, just this rub it, you will get the some dust particles on face. That is surface cleaning. Your face is surface, the dust particles are absorbed. The dust particles are absorbed, attained, attracted, accumulated on the surface of your face. That is also surface phenomenon. When winter season will come, we will wear what? Sweaters. Sweaters protect from the cold. Okay, here what happened? The moisture, extra moisture or moisture is absorbed on the moisture is attracted on the surface of the sweater. Then you feel hot. After wearing the sweater. That is also one of the surface phenomenon. So many examples are there for the surface phenomenon, surface reactions. Okay, here I want to explain one best example for the surface chemical reaction. Okay, you take iron. This is the iron rod. Okay, this is the one iron rod. Okay, iron rod. If you keep iron rod outside for a long time, what happened? Okay, what happened here? Okay, here iron rod is there. Along with that, some amount of rust formed here. Rust formed. Okay, rust formed. Okay, this is pure metal. Here, rust formed. Okay, this process is called the conversion of pure metal into rust containing molecule. We call as corrosion. This we called as corrosion. Corrosion is the best example for the surface chemical reaction. What happened? Iron. Here, iron particles. We have the iron particles. Iron particles on the surface. Iron particles on surface. When you expose it to atmospheric conditions, what happens? Iron lose electrons. It may be 2 or it may be 3, and converted into blood red color, brown color. Same. When you cutting the apple, when you cut the apple, what happens? It becomes brown color. Why? Iron contain more amount of apple contain more amount of ferrous. When it cut, it exposed into atmospheric condition, it undergoes oxidation and converts into ferric. Okay, that is also phenomenon of iron easily reacts with the oxygen. That is one of the best example, live example for that. Okay, reactivity of iron. Here also iron lose maybe 2 electrons or maybe 3 electrons. 3 electrons. It is reacts with O-2 ion. What is the O-2 ion? Oxide ion. Natural oxidation of oxygen. What happened here? Okay, it forms ferrous oxide. It forms ferric oxide. Ferrous and ferric oxide. Both oxides are found on the surface of this iron. When you are exposed iron for long time outside or air, okay, we'll get both oxides. Okay, here this we called as Fe2O3 presenting a blood red color, so we called as hematite. The mixture of these 2 oxides will get Fe3O4. This we called as magnetite. This is the formula of rust. What happens when you are exposing iron into atmospheric condition? Fe converts into Fe3O4, magnetite. Okay, magnetite. This formed not in the bulk of iron. It is formed only surface. Okay, surface of the iron. This is one of the best example for the surface chemical reaction. Surface chemical reaction. Okay, here surface chemistry mainly explains explains about the chemistry of. Okay, it explains about the adsorption chemistry. Okay, it explains about the chemistry of an adsorption, chemistry of catalysis, chemistry of catalysis, chemistry of catalysis. Okay, after that, chemistry of colloidal solutions, chemistry of colloidal solutions. It also explains about the chemistry of emulsions, emulsions and gels. All these topics are present in this surface chemistry. Which topics are present in surface chemistry? Adsorption. Okay, catalysis. Next, colloidal solution, emulsion, gels. We'll discuss in continuation all these topics. Now I want to start with the adsorption, chemistry of adsorption. What is the meaning of adsorption? Adsorption. A-D, Delhi. Adsorption. Just before entering into the adsorption, I said that phase dust example is the best example for adsorption. Okay, sweaters also best example for adsorption. Sweaters also best example for adsorption. Okay, I want to give one more example. If take your hand, keep in front of lamp, kerosene lamp or kerosene oil lamp or any other lamp. What happens? After 5 minutes or after 2 minutes, your hand becomes black. Your hand becomes black. That is also one of the best example for adsorption. Okay, that is also an example for adsorption. Adsorption is a surface phenomenon. Absorption is an surface phenomenon. It is the only surface reaction, not other. Okay, what is the definition of adsorption? Definition of adsorption. Just we'll see the definition of adsorption. The accumulation, insertion, attraction or concentration or concentrated of gaseous molecule or liquid molecule on the surface of the solid, on the surface of the solid is called as adsorption. The accumulation, insertion, attraction, concentration of liquids or gases on the surface of the solid called as adsorption. Called as adsorption. Okay, here I am taking one solid material. This is the solid material. Solid material. Okay, if you will pass any gas or liquid through this solid material, what happened? This gaseous material or liquid material get concentrated, get accumulated on the surface of this solid. This phenomenon we called as adsorption. This phenomenon we called as adsorption. Okay, here the chemical or the material which get absorbed, and the chemical which has capability to absorb gases and molecules, we call as adsorbent. We call as adsorbent. The chemical substance or the material which has capability to absorb gases or liquids, we called as adsorbent. We called as adsorbent. So many materials. Okay, silica gel, alumina, alumina, Whatman filter paper, Whatman filter paper. Okay, some of the beads. Okay, all those are used as a adsorbate metals along with the metal. Nickel, platinum, palladium. Okay, all those metals acts as a good adsorbates, which has fine surface area, which has finely divided surface area. Those acts as good adsorbent. Good adsorbent. Suppose this wall is there. Here wall has finely divided surface area. So it has more capability to attract or concentrate of solid gases and liquids. This board, smooth board, not finely divided, doesn't have much capability than this wall. This is the finely divided, this is not finely divided. And we'll discuss what are the factors affecting rate of adsorption and other we'll see. What is adsorb? The material or chemical substance which has capability to adsorb gaseous or liquids, we call as adsorbent. The material or chemicals which has capability to adsorb on the surface of the solid. The material means gaseous or liquids which has capability to adsorb on the surface of the solid, we call as adsorbate. Example for adsorbates. So many examples are there. Water is also one of the adsorbate. Hydrogen gas. So many gases. Dyes. All those are the best example for adsorbates. What is the adsorbate? What is an adsorbate? The chemical substance which has capability to adsorb on the surface of the solid. We call as adsorbate. In another way, by using only three terms: adsorption, adsorbate, adsorbent. I will give one definition. Adsorbate. The definition of adsorption is adsorbate. Get adsorbed on the surface of the adsorbent is called as adsorption. Adsorbate adsorbed on the surface of the adsorbent is called as adsorption. These are the just definitions of adsorption. Here I am taking one simple material. Adsorption means it's a surface area. Gaseous molecule or liquid molecule. Liquid molecule get absorbed like this only. Concentrated like this only. This is a gas molecule. This is a solid. This is a solid. This is a gaseous molecule or liquid molecule. This is called adsorption. See the example for some of the important example for adsorption. You take so many gases: sulfur dioxide, oxygen, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, H2S. H2S. All gases take into the one vessel. The vessel contains silica gel. You shake it for a long time. What happens? All these gases get absorbed on the surface of the silica gel. This is one of the best example for this adsorption process. One more example. For example, if you want dry atmosphere, what you can do? If you pass the silica gel through air, it absorbs the moisture only. Then it becomes dry. For the providing of dry atmosphere also, we'll use adsorption process. Suppose for example, For removing of colors, also we use adsorption process. Okay, suppose you take here color water. Okay, here we have the color water. Then you pass any absorbing material, absorbent. What happened? It absorbs the color only. Here dyes are there. If dye is there, it absorbs only dye on the surface of this one. Okay, this is also one of the best example for adsorption. And here, during the preparation of sugar, what is the color of sugar? White. What is sugar prepared from? Sugarcane solution. What is the color of sugarcane? Greenish brown color. Okay, we are preparing white color sugar from greenish brown color. Before preparing the sugar, okay, in industrial, they pass the activated animal charcoal. Charcoal is also one of the best absorbent. Activated animal charcoal through that colored sugarcane solution. Then it becomes colorless. And here, one more important example is there. Gases absorbed on the surface of this solid. By using this phenomenon, Deva is one of the scientists. He separates noble gaseous. What are those? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. At nearly 2.2 Kelvin to 4.2 Kelvin. Based on this adsorption phenomenon. Okay, he means you are separates noble gaseous. What are those? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. Separates, okay, by using coconut charcoal. Based on the adsorption phenomenon. Adsorption is a condensation process. Adsorption is the condensation process. Okay, just this is about the introduction of adsorption. We'll see condensation. We'll see condensation here. Absorption, A.P. Bombay. What is the meaning of absorption? Absorption is a bulk phenomenon. What is the definition of absorption? The accumulation, attraction, insertion, concentration of gas or liquid on the surface of the solid along with the bulk we called as absorption. Okay, here you take one chalk dip it into color water. What happened? This color moved on the surface along with the bulk. Then it becomes color chalk. Okay, this is the best example for absorption. And one more is there. You take any sponge, dip it into the water. What happened? Water moved into the bulk along with the surface. that we call as absorption. That we call as absorption. So many examples are there. Silica gel also dipped into the water. Calcium chloride and silica gel dipped into the water. Calcium chloride absorbed water from the silica gel. Then it becomes a dry silica gel. Dry silica gel. That is also bulk phenomenon. That is also bulk phenomenon. Okay, diagrammatically bulk phenomenon shows this is the material. Okay, like this. With the process of absorption we call as sorption. Both the process we call as sorption. Sorption means, okay, in bulk along with the surface. Along with the surface. It is a absorption. What are the differences between absorption, absorption and absorption? Differences between Bombay and Delhi and Bombay. Okay, it is a surface phenomenon. It is bulk phenomenon. Bulk phenomenon. Okay, it is. Okay, here. Example. You write example. Here also you write example. What is the example here? So many examples. Sugarcane juice plus activated charcoal, animal charcoal. Here, chalk piece, color water. 2 marks question. What are the differences between absorption and absorption? And here, desorption. What is the meaning of desorption? What is the meaning of desorption? The removing or the deleting of gaseous molecules or liquid molecules from the surface of the solid. By heating or any chemical process called as desorption. Desorption is an opposite process of absorption. Absorption is condensation process. Okay, here desorption is evaporation process. Evaporation process. Okay, desorption. What is the desorption? The removing of gaseous molecules or liquid molecule from the surface of the solid by using any chemical process or heat. We call as desorption. This is about the desorption. What is the meaning of sorption? Absorption and adsorption. Adsorbent. Okay, next, in continuation, we'll see the mechanism of adsorption. Mechanism of adsorption. Okay, here mechanism of adsorption. What is the mechanism? We'll see. Here, first you take here one solid. Okay, it involves in process of an adsorption. That means the solid material should have the activated particles and having some force, and should have some force to attract the other gases or liquids. Should have the forces. These particles should have the forces. Remember that. Okay, should have the forces. Then pass gas or liquid. What happened? Here gas or liquid get absorbed, or gaseous particles or liquid particle held by the attraction forces of solid particles, forces of particles which are presenting, forces of solid particles which are present on the surface. Then this process is called as absorption. During the absorption, some amount of heat was evolved. So it is exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction means delta H should be negative. Already it is written in first PC. Exothermic reaction means delta H is negative. Some amount of heat was evolved. This heat is called heat of absorption. Heat of absorption. Heat of absorption. Okay, here this is a simple mechanism. Before process of absorption, gaseous molecules have negligible attraction forces. Okay, more randomness. The entropy of gaseous molecule is more. After absorption, these gaseous molecules, present on the surface of the solid only. That means, gaseous molecule or liquid molecule held, by this solid particle forces. That means randomness decreased. Randomness decreased means entropy decreased. Reactant side to product side. After the absorption, entropy is more. Before the absorption, entropy more. After the absorption, entropy is less. Entropy is less means delta S should be negative. Delta S should be negative. Delta H should be negative. The Gibbs free energy also negative. The Gibbs free energy also delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. It should be negative. So it also negative. The Gibbs free energy after the absorption, the Gibbs free energy of that particular molecule, that material also decreases. Here we are continuing the absorption process. During the continuation of absorption process, the negative nature, that means heat of absorption, moving, the heat was evolving in continuation, towards the equilibrium. Heat converting into more and more negative. If it increases, if it is more and more negative, then delta S also same. Randomness increases. Delta S also increases. And that means entropy also negatively increases. Negatively increases means finally delta G is equal to 0 at equilibrium. Delta G is equal to equilibrium. Delta G is equal to 0 at equilibrium. This we called as mechanism of an absorption. Okay, this is about the simple discussion, introduction of the adsorption. In continuation, we'll see the types of adsorption, isoterm. We'll see in continuation of the topic. Thank you.